How you going, everyone? Another weekend over. But we got a few things done. But yesterday we had the AMP show. That was really good, and we look forward to the next one next year. Anyway, it's Sunday evening. I spent most of today doing firewood, getting our stash back up. We don't want to leave it too late, because when we get cold snaps or winter will sneak up on us in no time, and we don't want to be low on firewood. So I've really cleaned up this area. There was wood all down here. There was stumps. I've axed all them. I've cut most of the wood. The trailer's empty. Now, we filled it up last weekend. And here's the wood pile so far. Looking pretty good. I went down there with the chainsaw and did some more cutting. I'll take you down there and I'll show you. And we'll take the trailer down next weekend to grab all the wood that I've cut. So we head through this little gate here into our front forest. There's another branch there. It's a little bit rotten, but we'll still cut it up. There's a bit stashed in there as well. But this part here, you were never able to see in there until we let the cows through here. It's actually starting to green up on that bank. All this is just overgrown. So yeah, we need to come in here and clean all this up. Another one there. That one I have cut up. That hung halfway across this paddock, that one. That was a fallen tree. Cut that up, got to cut the rest of it, get all that vine and stuff off it. One day we'll get to it. But we're just trying to make an effort to start cleaning up this part of the forest and paddock area. Give us more grazing for the cattle and just make it a little bit more enjoyable when we come down here to have our picnic lunches and just do stuff in general. It's quite nice just to come into our forest and just explore. And yes, we find plenty of golf balls out here. Anyway, so I spent about an hour down here just before tea. Got one pile there. And I pulled a couple out of the creek. There's still a couple more in there. They're buried in there quite good. They've been in there for a long time. It might be a case of hooking up a chain with the tractor and dragging them out. So not only are we trying to tidy this place up, we're trying to get the creek to flow a little bit nicer as well. Here's another pile sitting here ready to be cut. And here's the second pile. So what I'll do with these is I'll come down next weekend with the trailer behind the tractor, and we'll take these two piles back up to the top and we'll stack them. There's a couple there I'll have to axe, but that's okay. And then we'll start trimming up the tree in this pile here. Cut the nice stuff off to stack. The unfortunate thing, the rest of it's quite small and it's only really burn pile material. But we don't really want to be letting the fire go in here, do we? So we'll just trim up what we can, all the good stuff, and then we'll decide what to do later on. Maybe middle of winter, when there's no leaves on the tree, and maybe we trim a couple of those trees down a little bit. I don't know, we'll work it out. We'll get all the wood cut up first anyway. Let me know in the comments what you think. I would hate to get it going and catches one of our trees on fire. That wouldn't be good at all. Oh, there's quite a bit of height there. I don't know, we'll work it out when we get to it. And then we start attacking our forest. We'll trim up some of these smaller trees. We'll attack this side first, the creek, and then we'll attack the other bank, the house side of the bank. What a pleasant evening down here. If you want, I'll do a video of walking through the forest. Nice warm summer's day. It's nice, especially with the shade, all the shade, it's nice down here. We quite often have picnics down here. If we're down at the centre of the forest at the other wood pile, cutting firewood, we usually have a picnic down here. Very enjoyable. Also with this part here, this is another fallen tree that was hanging out in the middle of the paddock as well. So I've cut all that back. There's another one straight ahead that I'd cut. There's a couple of these smaller ones I'm going to trim up, just to tidy up through here a little bit. We're getting all this growth. There was none of this growth through the centre here. You can see a pile that I started a few months ago. About 2 months after we moved in, we lost a tree. You can see where it pulled it out of the ground, and it sat flush with the fence. So thankfully it didn't hit the fence. That tree straight ahead, it's starting to touch the fence. These are trees that have been cut down many years ago. They actually make good seats. And we'll prune some of these trees as well. So that's our weekend done. Just getting the last bit of sun from behind the cloud before it goes down behind the mountains. Soon go inside, relax, have another cup of coffee, and get ready for the working week. So next weekend we'll see what the weather's doing. We're going to try and get back down into the forest, do some more wood. I need to collect those 2 piles, and we'll try and cut some more up. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good week ahead, and we'll see you in the next video.